Hello internet, and welcome back to Pike's Adventures in Skyrim. Now, I failed horribly last time, so I snuck basically back and did the whole thing again, up to the point where I died last time. So you wouldn't have to watch me do it all over again. So this is where we left off last time, you might say. We're gonna try it again. This is Mike the Pike's greetings to you. Ooh, and I think I did not hit him. What do you mean is someone there? No, the fire got shot all the way because of... Hit you. And you. And you. And you. You again. And you again. Will you go down? Believable. This guy's got a bow. Oh! I was about to be disappointed because the first finishing move did not work. Work? Why did I say work? Staff of Firebolts. It's a weapon. I detest weapons, but of course I can sell it later. You got vampire dust. Why do you have vampire dust, eh? Why? This axe looks valuable, but I can hardly carry more stuff. Though I will decline. But you stole something from my brethren. Return the moon amulet to Karjo. I would love to, but I've got no idea where I can find him. Scaled armor of major illusions. Gold ring. Of course, now I'm over encumbered. Let's get rid of some stuff that I don't need, like these arrows. And I've got an iron mace and a sword. No wonder it's too heavy. All right. Goody. The silver hand. They obviously don't like werewolves. So I would almost be assuming these are good guys, but if they're good guys, why did they attack me on sight instead of going like, oh, come in? You're a Khajiit. You're obviously not a wolf. I wonder, can Khajiit become werewolves? That would be insane, because we're cats. We would have to become werecats. Busted. Where am I now, by the way? Armor. Oh, I know where I am. I know where I am. Oh, sorry. Right here again, with the skeever. You humans, you make me sick. How can you eat such a thing? It's disgusting. It's a rat. That's what it is. Okay. Fresh air. Mike needs fresh air. Whew. Oop. And I mean, they can't be good guys, right? They attacked a Khajiit caravan. They cannot be good guys. Not at all. But now they're dead guys, all of them, so that's okay, I guess. Whew, I'll just drop here and have a few hours of sleep. quite sure I'm exhausted after dying twice last time. Ooh, that was bad. Oh, I'm well rested, seemingly. Oh, nice fire. Reminds me of the warm sands of elsewhere. This place is fucking cold. Not a snow cat, actually. Oh, apples. Right, in any case, let's warm up and have some food. I'm hungry. So I'll have a bottle of wine, some bread, some cheese, some grilled leeks, a leg of goat roast, and a salmon steak. Sliced Idar cheese. Goat cheese. I like cheese, so I presume so does my character. Alright. So return the Mune amulet to oh! The quest marker will take me there. Oh no, that's the entrance. There's the exit. How do I know he's there? I guess maybe he told me which route his caravan would take. Ooh, bunny! Not hungry, I just ate lots of cheese. You lucky, my long-eared friend. That's actually a road, that's good, because a caravan would naturally use roads. Though I say caravan, I mean it's just a few people walking on the road. What's that? A camp? Ooh, that's cold. Hello? You shooting at me? Of course she is. Well, we could talk, you know, I mean... Why don't these people ever talk? Never talk. Never go like, I'll pay for what? Oh. You'll pay?
All you got?
Yeah, that's all I got. It's enough for you, that's for sure, Mrs. Roasted Bandit Outlaw. Believable. Whatever became of cunning? Like, if those were Khajiit outlaws, they would say, "Hey friend, we are merchants. Sit by our fire. Relax. Have a drink of this poison, of this wonderful, sweet tea." Oh, you're getting drowsy? Let me help you with this dagger I've got. Wheat in a pot. What were you trying to cook? Oh my. No, I don't like green apples. No, I don't like green apples. What? No. Potatoes. So you were the apple gang. And there's a cave. There's a cave. There is a cave. Okay. Uttering Hills Cave. Never heard of Hills Uttering before. Since I'm not in a particular hurry, I mean, I assume that Delphine will take a while to find out how to get in that embassy. Steel mace? Who left a steel mace here? It's a mine, seemingly. It's pretty windy in this mine. Don't like the sound. Oh, let me guess. You're bandits as well, because all the other people were bandits? I guess. I'm not even going to ask. There you go. Bandit outlaw, of course. Yay! You know, I said I would play without mods. But I'm seriously considering getting a finishing move mod to get some more finishing moves for unarmed and magic combat. So if you have any recommendations, I'm all ears. A mammoth tusk, wasn't I? Yes! For my Daisy. He's going to be happy. So where did this guy come from, and what is he doing down here? Oh. Never should have come here. Oh. I'm on fire. Excuse the pun. Gold, grilled chicken breast. That's, oh, 2 lockpicks. Good, good, good. Bandit outlaw. It's just his sword. It's not a bandit outlaw. Oh, okay. There's another bandit outlaw. Butter! He's got butter! I'll take butter. My cat loves butter, so I assume so does this cat. Butter, on sweet bread with honey. Two of them just standing there. Since when did I become a police officer for Skyrim? I don't know. But since I don't like... Oh, highwayman! Yeah, come here. Blast your head off, that's what I'll do. Ouch! Okay. Running is futile, haven't you heard? You actually hit me with that orcish mace. That hurts. I've got blood on my fur. Will take some time to wash off. I do not like. Wood chopping block. What do I do? You need a woodcutter's axe to do this. I can chop wood. Okay, I guess that's realism for you. It's a mammoth. Corundum ore, but I don't have a pickaxe. Of course not. I'm the archmage. Those are menial tasks. I would not do them. Gold and lockpicks. Oh, no, I took the hide armor. Don't want armor. Don't, really, don't. I've got a hat, though. Hide armor. I don't... Lots of stuff to sell. Wow, I thought this was a cave. This is a real building inside of a cave. These people in Skyrim, they're crazy. They are insane. They built buildings in caves. Okay. There's somebody. I can see your head. Come up the stairs. Come on, do me a favor. There you are. Surprise!
Thought I heard something.
Did...
Found you.
What do you mean, found you?
I cannot best you.
Of course not. Ouch! I always get one hit before I eliminate this scum. Of course, it's a Dunmer. Blasted elves. Chest. Ah. Come on, I am a member of the Thieves Guild. I should be able to do that. Actually, I only infiltrated these people to find out more about them. And what I saw, I did not like. Not very honorable thieves, more like cutthroats. I'm gonna take an ingot. I'm just gonna take it. An alchemy lab? Oh, I get it. I can do some potions. Craft. What else can I do? Restore health. Restore stamina. So looks like that's all I can do at the moment. I can sell those, right? Filter of alteration. Okay, get out of my way. Go on here. Ooh, food. More cheese. Cheese. Lots of cheese. And bread. Cheese, bread, cheese, bread. Not too hip on cabbage. So, which door? Left or right? Try this one. Oh.
What was that?
It was me. It was me. Hello. Oh. Ouch. Running.
Now ain't this a surprise?
You call this a surprise? Oh, two of them.
What you gonna do?
Damn it.
Huh? What you gonna do?
I'm gonna run. To run, turn around, wait for you to get closer, and blast you. Oh, ow. Hold it. No. Potions. I need some health. Magicka. But healing. This one? Yeah. There's one more guy, I think. There you are. From a distance. Ooh. Whew. Ooh. Are there any more? I think not. You are the bandit chief, huh? What do you look like? Curious. It's an ugly Dunmer lady. Where's the helmet? I've got steel plate boots. Why do I have steel plate boots? Got no idea. Here, you take these, and this too. Eminent illusion. Okay, I can sell that one. Get it. Okay. So that was the boss, huh? Any more surprises in here? Amethyst, gold, lockpick, another amulet. Not interested in the war axe. I do not like weapons. No, no. Some books. City of Stone. Galarian the Mystic, Rising Threat, Sun's Height. What's the City of Stone? That sounds intriguing. A Sellsword's Guide to Markarth. If you're cutting your coins across Skyrim, you'll want to point your blade towards Markarth, the capital city of the Reach. There's no end of trouble in the City of Stone, and that means plenty of ways for you to earn your supper. Your sellsword instincts should point you towards the wealthiest patrons with the fattest purses to work for, but you need to mind yourself during your resting hours. Markarth isn't like your Whiterun, where mercenary companies like the Companions make a sellsword an honored professional. No, Markarth has its own rules the natives aren't going to just tell you. Oh, nice. Lucky for you, old Miss Leia is here to shine the torchlight over your thick skulls. First thing you'll notice in the City of Stone is the stone. They say dwarves cut out the city from the mountain, and maybe they did by the look of it. But what it really means is that the whole place is vertical and the streets are really cliffs. Long story short, be careful when you've got a belly full of meat. When you enter the city proper, you'll immediately hit the market. The merchants usually sell food and jewelry on the streets. Meat is the preferred ration. The craggy rocks in the area make for poor farming land, and silver is what's used to make most all the rings and necklaces you might buy, thanks to the large silver mine in the city. We'll get to that in a bit. Whatever you do, don't ask the Markarth city guard about anything. They're about as helpful as an angry frostbite spider. What, are there non-angry frostbite spiders? Because if there are, I've never encountered one. It would be nice. You just walk and there's a spider going like, yum, 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 yum. I'm nibbling this food here. It's alright. If you don't mind, I'll continue to digest. It's fine. Can I scratch your neck? They're all angry. While you're caught in its web. They have webs. Yes, sometimes they do. And if you mention anything about the Forsworn to them, they might spit in your eye. Who's the Forsworn? Speaking of the Forsworn, these wild men and women will be your main source of income while you're in Markarth. The Jarl almost always has a bounty on some Forsworn leader or another, and if you don't mind going blade to axe with someone 2 septims short of a pint of ale, it's steady work. The Silver Blood Inn is where you want to head into after seeing the market. The drinks are, as usual, watered down, and judging by the metallic taste, with water from the rivers that run through the city's smelter district. What's important here is getting a room to stay in. You won't find any friendly faces to con your way into a cheap place to stay in Markarth. The natives don't trust strangers, so save yourself the trouble and put down your coin to rent a real room. After you've spent a day recovering from travel, you see that Markarth is divided in 2 sides by the big crag in the center. The part with the big river running through it is called the riverside, the other is called the dry side. The riverside is where the smelter and native workers live, so don't bother going there. Instead, head directly to dry side and talk to the local Nord nobles and see what problems you can start solving at the highest rate. 2 major places to see are the Temple of Dibella and Sidna Mine. Sidna Mine. Now, where have I heard that one before? Rings a bell. Oh yes, the bandit that the companion of the Khajiit who went bonkers and wanted to give the sword back to the Pale Lady. She had worked in Sidna Mine. So, she used to be a miner. The temple rests on the top of the central crag. A good place to go if you're on good terms with the divines, but be warned, the priestesses of Dibella don't allow men into their inner sanctums. So don't go crashing down in there uninvited, unless you want a short trip to a long fall. Sidna Mine is the place where all the silver comes from that I mentioned before, but it's also the jail. Oh, so she was in jail there. Markarth uses prisoners to mine the ore, and there's a lot of it, so don't get caught doing something illegal in the city or you'll be hauled down there to dig. Apparently, the whole place is owned by one of the big families in the city, the Silverbloods. Notice the inn is named after them? Always keep your sellsword eye open for hints like that. I tried meeting with the head of the Silverblood family to see if they had any work, but guarding their mines isn't the blood rush I become a mercenary for. Something to keep in mind for yourself if you're thinking of staying a few months. The final place I'll talk about here is Understone Keep, the home of the Jarl in Markarth. It's a fancy palace like any other, assuming your palace is built underground, but what you need to know is the city underneath the keep. That's right, there's another city below Markarth, one of those old dwarven ruins. They sometimes have expeditions in the ruins that make for a good job guarding the scholars and maybe lifting a few stones here and there. If you're lucky, you might come across one of those old dwarven machines, and you can bring back a souvenir after you've done breaking it apart. Alright, Miss Alea's hand is getting tired, and that means this guide is done. Last piece of advice, don't cause trouble in Markarth. Don't start fights, don't stop fights, don't stick your head anywhere without someone from the city paying you for it, because believe me, no one in Markarth wants you there. Make your goal, drink your mead, see what's there to see, and move on. Nothing changes in the City of Stone, and that's just fine. Sounds like an interesting place to go to. Rising Threat Volume 4. That's no good. If there's a rising threat, I need to read Volume 1, of course. So, I guess this is a dead end then. Looks like it. What's this? Brief invisibility. Salt. It's a saw. Why would I need a... Gold. Plentiful healing. Oh! That looks nice. Well, looks like this band of bandits was just disbanded. Oh no, there's more here. What's this? Oh. Oh, okay. They're all empty, huh? Seemingly. Yeah. Nobody here at all. Man, these places are tiny. You can't even sleep in here. Alright, I guess. I'll be moving along. The next gang can move in. That's what usually happens. So, bandits. Let's get back on the road and see if I can find my friend and brother again. This way. Oh, I miss the warm sands of elsewhere. It's cold. It's frickin' cold in here. Oh. Is that the right way? I think I just went in circles. Yeah, looks like I did. Damn it. Ah, here we go. Up and up and up. And there we go. Back to Skyrim. Good. I'm actually feeling quite confident in my abilities now when it comes to fire destruction magic. Whoa, this guy flew quite a long way. So my brother is over there. How do I get him? I have to run after him, try to find him. Mud crab. Get lost. Oh, you too. Really, two of them. Somebody left his fire on and his sleeping place. Nowhere to be seen. Did I just hear something? One should always keep his eyes open in this country. Never know when a dragon might swoop down. Okay, this is a road, which is good. I'll just follow it. Mike the Pike can run for a long time. Oh. What was that up there? Oh. Is that a Khajiit? Mike!
Mike wishes you well.
So does this Mike? I am Mike the Pike.
Mike does not understand what is so impressive about shouting. Mike can shout whenever he wants.
Well, I could show you, but it would blow you away. I am very happy.
I saw a mud crab the other day.
Did you?
Horrible creatures.
Exactly. Absolutely. You are a living legend. I'm glad to have met you.
Mike loves the people of Skyrim. Many interesting things they say to each other.
True. I'm quite sure I'll meet you again. Take care of yourself, brother. Or better yet, go home. Still remember him from Morrowind. And Oblivion, actually, where I met him too. Oh. Enemy. According to my radar, though I haven't seen it yet. Oh, it's one of those. I hate those things. Especially because I can't really see them. Whew. Really? So there's a cave over there. The Forsaken Cave. Whoa. How do I actually know what it's called? Is there a name tag somewhere? For tourists. This is the... Oh. Is this a burial place? To Forsaken Cave. Why not? Wow. An empty skeleton. What's this? An almost empty chest. Big chest with nothing in it, man. Satchel. Gold lockpick. Okay. Oh, Ice Wraith. Can see you. And I've hit you. I hate these. Really. Worst creatures in Skyrim. More urns. I think I can hear another one. Of course I do. Oop, missed. So I did see it. Now I got it. Believable. I wonder what these creatures actually consist of. Is it pure magic or what is it? I steal everything that's shiny. Well, I've got a little girl. Oh, by the way, I need to buy her something. Don't think I have anything for her this time. I've got a hat. Well, I could give her some silver stuff. What was that? Isdra's necklace? I don't think I have anything for her. Well, I could give her a boiled cream tart. That's about it. That door looks rather sinister. Oh, and that sounded like a Chaurus. Oh no, I hate these buggers. Alright. Nords are crazy people. Why do they build stuff into caves? What's that? No idea. What's that? A plate. What is that actually? Is that chalk? Did somebody draw a circle here? Is that supposed to be natural? It doesn't look natural. Just pot. Somebody's walking around. My guess is it's not the butler. There it is again. Does that mean something? Learn how to read. It says they're empty. There's a trap. Yeah, that's a Draugr, alright. What? Oh. They burn very nice. Okay, that's a trap if ever I saw one. Stand by the side. Always have gold. These Draugrs always. I wonder if they're finished drouging, do they go to the Draugr bar where they actually have to pay stuff to get some Draugr food and drink? Not sure. Very scary thing. If I would bury my dead down here, the image of them walking around here as rotting corpses, I don't know. I think cremation would pop into my mind. Hello. Hello again. Okay. Well, you plan to go to the bar too. Oh, and you are a smith. So you've got a steel ingot. I wonder about the candles, though. Oh, hi. Come on. I really wonder about the candles. Ever burning candles? Really? Iron the mirror. What's that? Ooh. Block increased to 18. The wind blew over the open plain, jostling the few trees within to move back and forth with the irritation of it. A young man in bright green turban approached the army and gave his chieftain's terms for peace to the commander. He was refused. It was to be battle. The Battle of Ain Kolur. So the chief Yimbes had decreed his open defiance, and his horsemen were at war once again. Many times the tribe had moved into territory that was not theirs to occupy, and many times the diplomatic approach had failed. It had come to this at long last. It was just as well with Mindothrax. His allies may win or lose, but he would always survive. Though he had occasionally been on the losing side of a war, never once in all his 34 years had he lost in hand-to-hand combat. The two armies poured like dual frothing streams through the dust, and when they met a clamour rang out, echoing into the hills. Blood, the first liquor that Clay had tasted in many a month, danced like powder. The high and low battle cries of the rival tribes met in harmony as the armies dug into one another's flesh. Mindothrax was in the element he loved. After 10 hours of fighting with no ground given, both commanders called a mutual and honorable withdrawal from the field. The camp was positioned in a high-walled garden of an old burial ground adorned by springtide blossoms. As Mindothrax toured the grounds, he was reminded of his childhood home. It was a happy and a sad recollection. The purity of childhood ambition, all of his schooling in the ways of battle, but tinged with memories of his poor mother. A beautiful woman looking down at her son with both pride and unspoken sorrow. She never talked about what troubled her, but it came as no surprise to any when she took the walk across the moors and was found days later, her throat slit open by her own hand. Oh. The army itself was like a colony of ants newly shaken. Within a half-hour's time after the end of the battle, they had reorganized as if by instinct. As the medics looked to the wounded, someone remarked with a measure of admiration and astonishment, "Look at Minderthrax. His hair isn't even out of place." "He's a mighty swordsman," said the attending physician. "The sword is a greatly overvalued article," said Minderthrax, nevertheless pleased with the attention. "Warriors pay too much attention to striking, not enough to defending strikes. The proper way to go into battle is to defend yourself and to hit your opponent only when the ideal moment arises." "I prefer a more straightforward approach," smiled one of the wounded. "It is the way of the horsemen." "If it is the way of the Bulesare tribes to fail, then I renounce my heritage," said Minderthrax, making a quick sign to the spirits that he was being expressive, not blasphemous. "Remember what the great blade master Gaiden Shinji said." "Oh, that's the guy who founded the arena in the Imperial City." "The best techniques are passed on by the survivors. I have been in 36 battles and I haven't a scar to show for them. That is because I rely on my shield and then my blades, in that order." "What is your secret?" "Think of melee as a mirror. I look to my opponent's left arm when I am striking with my right. If he is prepared to block my blow, I blow not. Why exert undue force?" Minderthrax cocked an eyebrow. "But when I see his right arm tense, my left arm goes to my shield. You see, it takes twice as much power to send force than it does to deflect it. When your eye can recognize whether your opponent is striking from above, or at an angle, or in an uppercut from below, you learn to pivot and place your shield just so to protect yourself. I could block for hours if need be, but it only takes a few minutes, or even seconds, for your opponent used to battering to leave a space open for your own strike." "What was the longest you've ever had to defend yourself?" asked the wounded man. "I fought a man once for an hour's time," said Minderthrax. "He was tireless with his bludgeoning, never giving me a moment to do aught but block his strikes. But finally he took a moment too long in raising his cudgel, and I found my mark in his chest. He struck my shield 1,000 times, and I struck his heart but once. But that was enough." "So he was your greatest opponent?" asked the medico. "Oh, indeed not," said Minderthrax, turning his great shield so the silvery metal reflected his own face. "There is he." The next day the battle recommenced. Chief Yimbez had brought in reinforcements from the islands to the south. To the horror and disgrace of the tribe, mercenaries, renegade horsemen, and even some Reachman witches were included in the war. As Minderthrax stared across the field at the armies assembling, putting on his helmet and readying his shield and blade, he thought again of his poor mother. What had tortured her so? Why had she never been able to look at her son without grief? Between sunrise and sundown the battle raged. A bright blue sky overhead burned down on the combatants as they rushed against one another over and over again. In every melee, Minderthrax prevailed. A foe with an axe rained a series of strokes against his shield, but every one was deflected until at last Minderthrax could best the warrior. A spear maiden nearly pierced the shield with her first strike, but Minderthrax knew how to give with a blow, throwing her off balance and leaving her open for his counter-strike. Finally he met a mercenary on the field, armed with shield and sword, and a helm of golden bronze. For an hour and a half they battled. Oh, I know how this is going to end. Let me guess. I don't know this story, I haven't read it before, but let me guess. Just a guess. This mother was sad looking at him because he always reminded her of his dead twin brother. That's why she killed herself in the end, because she couldn't live with the grief. However, their twin brother is not dead. They're going to meet, they're both going to have the same talents, and they're going to kill each other, right? And or they might give up after like 8 hours. They just pull off their helmets and find that they look exactly the same, which would be the good ending. I'm going for the bad ending. They're probably going to kill each other. Mindothrax tried every trick he knew. When the mercenary tensed his left arm, he held back his strike. When his opponent rose his sword, his shield rose too and expertly blocked. For the first time in his life, he was battling another defensive fighter. Stationary, reflective, with energy to battle for days if need be. Occasionally, another warrior would enter into the fray, sometimes from Mindothrax's army, sometimes from his opponent's. These distractions were swiftly dispatched, and the champions returned to their fight. As they fought, circling one another, matching block for blow and blow for block, it dawned on Mindothrax that here at last he was fighting the perfect mirror. It became more a game, almost a dance, than a battle of blood. It was not until Mindothrax missed his own step, striking too soon, throwing himself off balance, that the promenade was ended. He saw, rather than felt, the mercenary's blade rip across him from throat to chest. A good strike, the sort he might himself may have delivered. Mindothrax fell to the ground, feeling his life passing. The mercenary stood over him, prepared to give his worthy adversary the killing blow. It was a strange, honorable deed for an outsider to do, and Mindothrax was greatly moved. Across the battlefield, he heard someone call a name similar to his own. Jurifax! The mercenary removed his helmet to answer the call. As he did so, Mindothrax saw through the slits of his helmet his own reflection in the man. I knew it! It was so obvious. It was his own close-set eyes, red and brown hair, thin and wide mouth, and blunt chin. For a moment he marveled at the mirror, before the stranger turned back to him and delivered the death stroke. Why didn't you remove your helmet? He's never going to know. Yeah. Jurifax returned to his command and was well paid for his part in the day's victory. They retired for a hot meal under the stars in a garden by an old cairn that had previously been occupied by their foes. The mercenary was strangely quiet as he observed the land. "Have you been here before, Jurifax?" asked one of the tribesmen who had hired him. "I was born a horseman just like you. My mother sold me when I was just a babe." She sold one of the twins? Why? "I've always wondered how my life might have been different had I not been bartered away. I might never have been a mercenary." "There are many things that decide our fate," said the witch. "It is madness to try to see how you might have taken this turn or that in the world. There are none exactly like yourself, so it is foolish to compare." "But there is one," said Jurifax, looking to the stars. "My master, before he set me free, said that my mother had twin sons when I was born. She could only afford to raise but one child, but somewhere out there's a man just like me. My brother. I hope to meet him." Oh shit. The witch saw the spirits before her and knew the truth that the twins had met already. She remained silent and stared into the fire, banishing the thoughts from her head, too wise to tell all. Yeah, that was probably a very wise decision. Even though the story was rather obvious after a while, it's still a very sad one. Very touching. been here before. This way, right? Oh. Well. Oh, right. The fire keeps on making damage even after I hit him. I just thought, like, that shouldn't have killed him. But of course it did. So, it's this way? No, that's where I came from. This is... this way. Wasn't here before because he still has gold. I can see that. Or not. Oh. Somebody coming around that corner. Hello. And hello again. Die already. Oh. Who detected me? It's this guy, right? You are ready to get up. No? No. Then who saw me? Somebody is seeing me. This guy is already dead. Well, he was dead before, but... Oh, you. I can't search you, so you're one who... to get up, right? Now I can search him. Because he's dead. But you? No? Sorry, but you get up too slow, my dear. Searchable. So harmless. Not searchable. Oh. All got gold. It's very nice of them. Oh. Oh, and I see our hour is almost up. These traps, yes they are. Well, fire! Oh, don't stop burning now. Almost dead, man. Traps? Yes, definitely. Absolutely. Oh, you look like you might just be... Oh, yes. Oop. 22 gold. Oh, you were a rich corpse, one might say. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be signing off now. We'll continue this very interesting... Oh. Very interesting tour through this dead underground corpse museum in the next episode. Oh, there's the door. That's a good place to stop. Minor healing. War axe. There's this circle again. Silver ingot. Oh, what have we got here? Plant Magica. Healing. Does that mean I might need it behind this door? Forsaken Crypt. Doesn't sound too good. We'll find out. Bye bye, ladies and gentlemen. See you then.